What's up, everybody? So today we are going to look at another Udemy Java coding exercise. So we're going to start off with reading the question. The coding exercise is called Barking Dog. We have a dog that likes to bark. We need to wake up if the dog is barking at night. We write a method, should wake up, that is 2 parameters. First parameter should be the type Boolean and be named barking. It represents if our dog is currently barking. The second parameter represents the hour of the day and is of type int with the name hour of day and has a valid range of 0 to 23. We have to wake up if the dog is barking before 8 or after 22 hours. So in that case, return true. In all other cases, return false. If the hour of day parameter is less than 0 or greater than 23, return false. Here are examples of inputs and outputs. We are going to test all these. Tip: use the if-else statement with multiple conditions. Note: the should wake up method needs to be defined as a public static like we have been doing so far in this course. And note, do not add a main method to solution code. So, the first thing we want to do in all this is what? Basically, understand what we need to do as programmers. So, basically from this, all we need to do is create an alarm that is going to show true or false if the dog is waking up between the hours of 10 p.m. and 8 a.m. So let's get started with that. As we saw, the method has to be public static, so we're going to do that first. And it's going to be a type Boolean, as we know, since that's to return true or false. The method's going to be called should wake up. Remember, we have to do camel casing here, since it is Java. And hour of day. Now, of course, you can use other variables here, but I'm going to use specifically these ones because in terms of us using the error checker that they've created inside of the Udemy course, we have to use the exact method names and variable types. So now that we know all this information, we can start coding. Now, I like to put in some comments, so I'm going to write the purpose of our program, which is to wake up the owner if the dog is barking from 10 p.m. through 8 a.m. So, like they said, we have to use an if-else statement. So here's the if part. So basically we want to put if the hours of the day are from what to what. If it's less than 8 or the hours of the day are greater than 22. Since it's after 22 hours, you return true. Let's see, do we need anything else? Also, they talk about the valid range. We're going to take care of that in a moment. And the hours of the day parameter is less than or greater than 23, return false. So here, we have the given condition covered. If it's before 8 a.m., so if it's less than 8 or greater than 23, and the dog's barking, you want to return true. So that's the other thing we have to include. So we have to put and barking. We don't have to put equals true because this is just saying to verify that the dog is actually barking. So now that we have the true statements, we need to verify the invalid statements with the range. Oops. So if, number one, if the dog is not barking, we're going to return false. It doesn't mention that. If barking is not true, we're just going to put it barking is not true. Or, so yeah, if the barking is not true, we're going to return false. Or if hours of the day is less than 0, or hours of the day is greater than 23. I'm going to put this in parentheses just for it to look a little prettier. So if it's out of range in hours of the day, return false, and if it's out of range in terms of the number inputted for hours of the day. Oh, that's the same thing. Okay, yeah, because it's saying if hours of the day is greater than or less than, return false. So have a return false here. Then we can add the else of this just to make sure we're following the instructions. So in any case, if it's not in between that time and the dog is not barking, you're going to return false. Not within times. So just to go over it again, on line 6 through line 8, we are taking care of invalid options. So if hours of the day is less than 0 or greater than 23, we're going to return false. Or if the dog is not barking, we're going to return false. For lines 10 through 12, if the hours of the day is between 0 and 8, we're going to return true, or from 22 and, well, basically 22 or 23. And the dog is barking, then we're going to return true. So let's verify it. I already have this inputted in the main method on this side. Let's double check. Yep, I put all this in there. If you guys want me to go over this, go ahead and let me know in the comments below. But it's pretty straightforward. We are just calling the barking dogs class. We are setting a Boolean variable to true. So we're going to call the method should wake up. It's going to store the results in the wake up variable that we declared on line 6, and then it's going to output it on line 8. It's going to do that for all 4 of the given options. So let's go ahead and run it on here, and then we'll test it in their tester. So according to here, we're supposed to get true, false, false, false. So they all verify. Let's copy and paste over and double check. If you're wondering, the reason why we have to do this is because their tester covers all possible cases in terms of what can be asked. In terms of us testing it, we only tried those 4. You could try all possible tests, but it would take a while. So somebody already did the work for us, so we might as well just throw it in here and see. Alright, we got it right. So, I hope you guys learned something new. I want to thank you guys for watching and taking the time. If you guys maybe coded this a little differently, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And just remember that coding is no freaking joke, but it's always fun and it's great to learn. So I will talk to you guys next time. Have a great day.